Welcome back to my channel and to another review video and a direct comparison. Today we have two different laser rangefinders, both from Acpotel. Now I am familiar with their products. In fact, I did a complete review of their digital night vision, and you can find that on my channel. But today we're going to be focusing on their laser rangefinders. They offer two different units, one based towards hunting and one based towards golfing. I'll discuss specific features and details that each one offers, but then I'm going to take them outside and put them to use and test their capabilities. I'll then give you my final thoughts, the pros and cons as I see it, after using both of these units. So let's get into the details. So the first model is PF2E, and this one is geared towards the bow hunter or the hunter in general. It has the vertical distance, horizontal distance, vertical height, that's the distance between 2 points. It also can give you a speed measurement given in kilometers per hour. Of course, the unit comes with an instruction manual. It comes with a small lanyard that would attach to the rangefinder, and it also comes in a nice semi-hard shell clam case. This is a very nice case and has a sturdy zipper you can open up and allow you access to the rangefinder. The rangefinder has a nice grip. It's a fairly small unit and fits in the palm of your hand. It has your mode and power button on the top. It also has an adjustable eyepiece that's going to allow you to get a nice clear field of view. This unit is powered by two AAA batteries, and of course they are included. You can open up the side case here and install the batteries, and the unit is ready to operate. It does have some serrations both on the side and on the bottom to help with the grip. And of course it has a very small hole there that you can attach your lanyard for added safety so you do not drop the unit. Next is the PF260. That's the model number that's geared more specifically towards the golfer. Now this unit offers the slope adjusted distance, gives you point-to-point measurement along with vertical height and the distance between 2 points. It does have the external LCD display screen. It also gives you the angle switch and a speed measurement in kilometers per hour. Now this unit also comes with the instruction manual, a small lanyard, and it comes with a lithium battery. The first thing you will notice is that side LCD display screen. Now you can still use it in the manual mode and look through the eyepiece. Of course, the eyepiece is adjustable. On top of the unit, it has the power and mode button. The battery is installed on the side of the unit by simply removing the cover and installing the battery. This unit also has a 1/4-20 mount on the bottom of it if you would choose to put it on a tripod. Has some very nice rubberized grips here that allow you to easily get a good handle on it. The lanyard can be attached on either side of the front of the unit. This unit has a very nice feel and fits real nice in the palm of your hand. So I realize that cameras do not do height justice. I'm actually in an elevated box blind here on my farm, and I have a significant drop off here below me. Out behind the camera I have wide open fields that should really test the long distance. This height drop should be able to test these angles, and this is where the rubber is going to meet the road with these two rangefinders. Now I realize you do not buy a rangefinder simply because of the case it comes in, but if you did, you would be impressed with these. I can't state enough how nice these cases are. They both have a belt loop on the back that you can slip this onto a belt. They both come with those carabiners, and they both come with elastic cord. 3 different ways that you can carry these with you. On the front of each of the case they have a different type of mount, and I'm not even familiar, but I'm sure that's some type of accessory system that would clip into. But both of these come with an exceptionally nice cases. So previously during the unboxing I did touch briefly on their physical comparison, but I wanted to hold them here side by side so you can see exactly what little difference there are. The PF260 or the golfing rangefinder is slightly larger. It's slightly longer and it's slightly wider than the hunting rangefinder. You can see otherwise they're very close in shape and size. I did weigh both of these rangefinders, and the golfing rangefinder was slightly heavier at 7.3 ounces, while the hunting camo version is exactly 6 ounces on my scales. So just a small difference there of about 1.3 ounces between the two. Now both those weights were with the batteries installed, but no other accessories. The first thing I suggest you do with any rangefinder is to adjust the focus and the eyepiece to adjust for the location and your eye vision. It's as simple as holding it up, turning that until you have a nice clear sight of view. Then it's as simple as using your 2 buttons on top. You simply press your power button. That's going to bring up your digital display. That's going to allow you to see the measurements and the different modes. The mode button is as simple as pressing that and cycling through the modes. You can see through your display as you click through them what each mode is. It has a little picture to indicate which mode that your rangefinder's in, and you can simply keep pressing the mode button until you get to the desired mode. To get a yardage reading, you simply short press the power button, hold it on an object. You have a little target inside here on your display. You press the power button and it's going to give you a reading in yardage. Now depending on what mode you have it on, it's also going to give you the angle at which you are. In fact, right now I'm at a 16-degree angle. It's negative 16. In other words, there's 16 degrees of drop here. The tree down below me here, the range is 35.5 yards. With that 16-degree angle drop, it's showing that the true distance is 33 yards. So approximately 2-yard difference at that 16-degree slope. This can be very useful in an elevated tree stand like we are here, or if you're in a saddle or a hunting type climber, anywhere that you're in an elevated position. This is going to give you a true yardage. It's going to give you the angle. It's going to show that right in the display, what the actual yards is and what the true yards are. Now this hunting rangefinder also has a vertical drop mode. From this position, it's showing that my drop is nearly 10 yards. This vertical drop mode can be very important when figuring out trajectory. So if you're doing a lot of long range shooting or long range distances, it's great to be able to know if you're climbing or dropping elevation. In the vertical drop or VD mode, it gives you that reading with a simple press of a button. Now this rangefinder also features a height mode. In that mode, it allows you to click your yardage button twice. Your first click will give you an initial reading, and then as you move up that object or to a different position, when you click it again, it's simply going to give you that height difference between the first spot that you clicked on and the second spot. This can be very helpful if you're looking at a distance and you want to know the height difference between 2 objects or 2 positions. It can be as simple as putting it on the height mode and you click it twice and it'll give you the reading between those 2 clicks. Now obviously this is not a golf course, but this location will give plenty of opportunity to use this rangefinder in both the wide open conditions behind the camera and the wooded conditions behind me. The biggest difference with this PF260 or the golfing rangefinder, of course, is this digital display. It's as simple as powering on the unit and it gives you a display right here on the digital readout. You can turn this on or off by simply pressing the on-off button to turn this on and off. You can use it as a standard rangefinder just like any other rangefinder, or you can power on the side unit and get readings that way. Again, the focus wheel is very easy to turn and allows you to get a nice crisp field of view through your viewfinder, and it's as simple as clicking the power button, short pressing it, and it'll give you a reading. The different modes is as easy as cycling through the different modes and the different options that this unit offers by simply pressing the M button here on the top. Now this unit also offers the slope compensation, allows you to see the difference in degrees of what type of slope and the height distance that is. You can turn that feature on and off by sliding the power button. If you simply want a yardage readout, this unit can do that. If you turn the slope compensation back on, it can show you different slopes, the degrees, and the yardages. This unit also offers that height difference. It's as simple as clicking on an object, the first click, the second click at a different location, and then it'll automatically give you a reading and height difference between those two locations that you clicked on. That obviously can be an important feature in golfing. If the distance, you want to see what type of height it is, maybe up onto the green, you can click from down below where the ball is currently at and where the top of the green is. It'll automatically give you that reading between the two. So we'll close out this comparison with my final thoughts, the pros and cons as I see it after using both of these units. There's lots of positives to talk about, a couple of negatives that I'm going to nitpick on. So let's get right into it. Both units work flawlessly for me. I have no reason to believe they're not totally accurate. In fact, I've compared them with other rangefinders that I personally have, and they give out accurate readings. I don't think there's anybody that'll question whether they can give an accurate reading, and they give that reading very quickly. That's all positive. Both units are easy to use, have the same power and mode button on top, and they give quick, accurate readings. Both units are very capable and offer many different features. I like that angle compensation that both units offer, and they also give that height option where you can tell the height between two objects. I liked both of those modes, and it was quick and easy to cycle to those modes using the mode button. I already touched on, but I like the case that these rangefinders come in. So both of them come with a very nice case. It's a clamshell type case with a good zipper on it. It's easy to carry and gives you a variety of different ways to carry it if you want to protect your rangefinder and keep it in that case. Now let's talk about some of the differences between these two units. Now obviously the hunting rangefinder is in camo color. It is also slightly smaller and slightly lighter than the golfing rangefinder. Now that can be important if you're concerned about the weight and the size, but the difference in the weight and size is very small. Only 1 ounce or a little over 1 ounce difference, and the size difference again is very small. Me personally, I like the feel of the golfing rangefinder just slightly more than the hunting rangefinder. The camo version is slightly curved. That doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you lay it down on a surface, it doesn't lay quite flat. Now I know that's nitpicking and just a small detail, but I just found that the golfing rangefinder has more flat sides, and I just preferred that feel in my hand. The golfing rangefinder also has a little bit more rubber texture. Although the camo version has some plastic serrations, it does feel a little bit slippier in my hands. Now it doesn't feel like it's going to fall out, but that golfing rangefinder again just has a little nicer, more refined feel in my hand. Now obviously that golfing rangefinder also has that digital readout. I found that useful, and I liked looking at that readout. Now obviously you still look through the sight glass to get your target acquired and to get that initial reading, but there was something about just looking at that side digital display to confirm what I saw in the eyepiece. Again, maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but I liked that digital display on the side of the golfing rangefinder. I have used both units in low light. Now keep in mind, in extremely dark conditions, it is hard to see the readout. It is not lit up or illuminated in any way. So when it's near dusk and dawn, you may have slight trouble seeing that readout. But under normal working conditions, I had no problem seeing the readouts through the eyepiece. So I enjoyed using both of these units. If I had to choose, I personally like the feel of the golfing rangefinder. It's slightly larger, but it seems to fit my hand, and I like that rubber texture. Obviously, the hunting rangefinder is camo in color. It's slightly smaller, and it is lighter, so that may be your cup of tea. I'm going to be placing links down in the description to both of these rangefinders. There's also going to be a discount code for a limited time. So if you want to take advantage of the savings on either one of these units, check out the description below for information. And again, remember, it's just for a limited time. If you have any comments or questions, I'd love to hear from you. Maybe there's something that I didn't touch on and you're curious about or have a question about. Again, leave your comment down in the comment section. I enjoy hearing from you, and I try and get back to each and every one of you. I also want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.